Everybody is talking about how right now is one of the worst times to buy in Denver because of how high interest rates are. But today I'm going to show you why Denver is the #1 hottest market in the US and 2 hacks that you can use today to save money on your dream home in 2024. By the way, I am Kareem Howard with Gerlach Homes. If you want to learn more information about the Denver market, selling your property, or anything else related to Denver, feel free to contact me in the description below. I'll put my email, my phone number, and my calendar link down there, and I'd be more than happy to set up a one-on-one time with you. Know that first stat in the beginning was not a lie. US News ranks Denver the #1 hottest housing market in the US with a housing index score of 74.8. But what is making us the best? First things first, our unemployment rate is absolutely low. We are at 3.3%. And also, we still have a huge amount of buyer demand, even though our months of inventory is much, much lower than the US average. Right now, we are at 1.9 months of inventory in Denver, while the US average is 2.6 months of inventory. Something that is absolutely hurting our housing supply is we have a very, very low ratio of building permits supporting new construction homes. I am seeing this increase in buyer demand in my own business because I am constantly seeing homes go over asking price time and time again. And no, these homes are not going to be like during the pandemic when interest rates were stupid low. We're not going to see people take a picture with their iPhone, snap it, throw it on the market, and expect $80,000 over asking. What we are seeing, and something that I'm personally seeing, is they're putting work into their listing, professional photos, great staging, clean house, everything shows so well. And as soon as so many people keep getting into the house, it's boosting the amount of offers that the seller's receiving, and it's gonna make the price go over asking. Something that I literally saw last week was that a listing agent priced their home $50,000 below market value. So I showed my buyer, he really liked it. I pulled some comps before we're gonna submit an offer. The home is priced at like $400,000. The comps are coming in at like $460,000. So I know this agent priced it really low. I call the agent, they got 20 offers in their first weekend. So there's definitely a lot of strategies that you can use to make sure your home sells over asking. Now we know that there's so much buyer demand out there, but what can a buyer do to take advantage of this market? I've been saying this for a while. I made a video about this, and I will still stand by this till the day I die, but new construction homes for buyers are going to be one of the best things that you can do while interest rates remain high. Now let me tell you why. First things first, builders have better terms than sellers. They can lower your interest rate, they can throw in free appliances, they can do so many things to make that new build home just look so much better, work better for you than something that a seller who has profit margins that they have to work with. Now, there are so many builders out in Colorado, so many different neighborhoods in Colorado that you're not just locked to one area, so you can definitely find a good variety of homes, prices, layouts, something that you will absolutely fall in love with. Something that I'm doing on my YouTube channel is next week I'm meeting with builders. I'm going to be touring new build communities, new build models, new construction homes, move-in ready, every single thing to do with new builds. I'll be putting it up on this YouTube channel just so you guys have more knowledge about what you can get. But Kareem, I hate new construction. I get it. Not every single one of you is going to want to get into a new construction home. Maybe you don't like the modern look. Maybe you don't like the gray. Maybe you don't like the different neighborhoods and you want something a little bit older, a little bit more artistic, and a little bit different than something everyone is getting. How can you, as a buyer, get better terms on your house without having to go for a new construction home? This right here is called the KHES. The Kareem Howard exclusive strategy. I employed this strategy just 2 days ago and it worked out phenomenally. So what you're gonna wanna do is, let's say you find a house. You find a house that you really love, it just hit the market, but you kinda know in your head that this house is a little overpriced, maybe the photos aren't good, maybe there's something wrong with it, and it's gonna sit for a little bit. So instead of making your move right now and showing that property, maybe you wait. And so you sit there, you're plotting. A week goes by, the house doesn't sell, the sellers are getting antsy. They do a price reduction, $5,000, $10,000. We wait some more. Another week goes by, maybe 2 weeks go by. They do yet another price reduction. You can tell these sellers are motivated. You can tell they need to move out. And this is when me, Kareem Howard, I make my move. We go in, we show the property, we submit an offer way under asking. We get seller concessions. We make it seem like we really want this property. We're giving them good terms. Nobody else wants it. Let's secure this property for you. Let me help you out, seller. This strategy works out phenomenally. It's not going to work on everything. I'm telling you guys, this works when it's just a bad listing. I hate to say it. If it's a bad listing agent, they just don't do really good work to make the listing look good. Maybe the sellers want to sell as is. They don't have really good terms in the contract. There's so many ways that a home's kind of just going to sit on the market for a little bit, and you can use this strategy, make sure they keep dropping the price to really get a lot better terms on your offer. Some of you sellers out there are watching this and you're shaking in your boots. You're like, Kareem, why would you tell them that? Do not make this mistake, sellers. You hold all of the power right now. In the beginning of this video, I told you guys we have such a low amount of inventory. There's a huge amount of buyer demand out there. The Kareem Howard exclusive strategy only works if your listing's overpriced, bad photos, bad MLS input. It's just a bad listing. But if you put genuine work into your listing, good photos, clean it out, stage it, make sure it shows properly, make sure you list every single thing in the MLS, make sure that you have really good terms and everything, your listing is gonna sell, and maybe it even sells above asking price. Now let's talk about interest rates because it's such a hot topic. Now we all know that the Fed said they're gonna cut rates sometime in 2024, but it's a toss-up. We really don't know when they're gonna do it. They didn't cut in January, they didn't cut in February. They have a meeting in March. There's a high probability they're not going to cut rates. Everyone's been talking about it. Another one in April, again, high probability they're not going to cut rates. We could start seeing rate cuts as early as maybe May, June, maybe even July. We know we're going to get these rate cuts, but we don't know when it's going to happen. Now, we've been talking about how buyer demand had a pretty big surge, but that's pretty normal this time of year. It's warming up in Colorado. Things are getting better. It's getting springtime, so people have a little bit more time to start looking for houses. As soon as these rates cut, I can't imagine how much the buyer demand just increases, and we're going to have a crazy, crazy fun real estate market. Now, my advice to you, those buyers that are waiting for interest rates to drop before they get into the real estate market, is do not try and time the real estate market. If you wait for rates to drop, all of the other buyers are thinking exactly like that. As soon as these rates drop, it's going to be crazy. We're going to be in multiple offer situations again, 20, 50, 60, $100,000 over asking. It's going to be a crazy real estate market. Sellers are going to have a very good time. Now, what you should do is not time the real estate market. You can get in now, get into a good rate, get into a new construction home, buy down your interest rate, refinance it when interest rates drop, and you will be in a very, very good situation. Now, I do want to briefly brush over some of the market stats straight from DMAR. We saw a 2% increase in median close price at 576. We saw an increase in active listings, active sales, closed homes, pending sales. Everything is going up, and the market is definitely heating up. Now, if you watch some of my past few market updates, December, January, February, everything was slowing down because it's seasonal, it is wintertime, it's cold, holiday season. Not that many people want to buy a home around that time. They want to be with their family. But now, as predicted, and this happens every single year, March, April, May, that's when the real estate market begins to pick up. And with interest rates dropping, even later in the year, we could have a really, really long real estate season, which is excellent for buyers, excellent for sellers, excellent for Denver, Colorado. Well, that is going to conclude the market update for March of 2024. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please drop a like, feel free to subscribe. If you want to learn more about the Denver market, buying, selling, anything related to Denver, Colorado, please feel free to contact me down in the description down below. I'll put my phone number, my email, and my calendar link all down there, and we can set up some time one-on-one. I'm Kareem Howard with Girl Homes, and I will see you guys next week.